are rich. What's going on, guys? My name is James Collects, and if you're finding me for the first time, I am both a nerdy collector and an eBay reseller. In this video, I'm going to be taking you with me throughout my week and showing you what sold, how much it sold for, if I can remember how much I bought it for. I'm looking for something, I can't quite find it. I'm looking for shoes. So what happened? There's going to be a few rants throughout the video. There always is, because of charity shops and meal deals and God knows what else. So last night was the football. The first 30 minutes were brilliant. The last, well, there was maybe a little bit in the second half, we were brilliant. The rest of it, absolutely terrible. We didn't deserve to win. We really didn't. And the supporters, their attitude did not. They were flip flops from yesterday, by the way. I went to the beach, so they're drying up there. We just didn't deserve to win. It's as simple as that. Oh, bit nipply. I don't know if you've seen the footage. You probably have by now, by the time this video goes up. The Leicester Square, covered in glass. Like, it was pure hooligan. I'm not going to do it in here. It was pure hooliganism. It really was. Booed the Italian national anthem like we did in our last game, which is really scummy. So not a fan of that. Wasn't a fan of bringing on two strikers who barely got to touch the ball and then told, "Hey, it's penalty time. Have fun, guys." I mean, Saka's only like a child. He looked 10. Jesus Christ. So wasn't a massive fan of that. Harry Kane, I think, is massively overrated, personally. And just, I mean, we shone lasers in Schmeichel's eyes. And just, I've not even read any news stories yet. It's just after 8 o'clock Monday morning. I dread to think what is going to come out as to what our thuggish fans have done overnight. I really don't want to know. I really don't. So we didn't deserve to win, not by any stretch. I wish Jamie Vardy would come out of retirement, because his pace would have, that could have been something. That could have been something else. But yeah, I'll leave it there. I've got some parcels to show you. It's going out today. That sold Friday. I've got a few bits to package up from the weekend, because I was away all weekend. So we'll go back downstairs and I'll show you quickly some of the bits that sold. That is UPS. That is the Gucci watch that sold for $3.50 plus postage. Got extra insurance, so the postage actually cost me £8 to £10 more than what I listed it for, but it's fully insured, which is fine. And nice UPS driver, he'll be around later on today. Ignore the Dougie shoe, but 4 items going to post office today, and I've got at least 4 more items to package up, I believe, as well. So yeah, go post office later. It is Monday, 2 charity shops down. Maybe get to another one if I'm lucky. But it is the meal deal time, so we have a chicken and bacon wrap, KFC flavoured crisps, cold Costa coffee, and a Kinder Bueno white. So I've got one job to go to, which is about 20 miles away. Actually, maybe less than that. Maybe it's 20 minutes away, I can't remember. It's about 20 minutes away, so I'll probably get there about 2:30, 2:40-ish. Yeah, if there's one over there, I might give it a go. I've got 0 footage so far. Yeah, I kind of forgot. I have got my GoPro with me, but I'm very forgetful. Either way, I'm going to enjoy my lunch. So literally just got through the door, and I'm going to have a little moan before I pick some orders. So I went to, admittedly, it is an expensive shop in my local area. And there was some nice late 1970s board games by Waddington's, the golden boxed versions. I looked at one of them and I thought, you know what, I'm not even going to bother looking at the second one. They wanted £12. Guess how much it goes for at the moment on eBay? A $14.99, including free delivery. Now, bearing in mind, it's a small parcel. So it's going to cost you an absolute minimum of £3 to send it, excluding the postage and packaging. And I know that they check the prices in this shop if they can actually be bothered to do it. So it's just, it's so annoying. If it was like £2 or £3, I'd be like, yeah, it's not worth a lot. Probably make like £7, £8. Someone's going to pick it up. But who's going to go to a charity shop and buy a chess set from 1978 for £12? They're like, someone will, undoubtedly someone will, but the chances slim to none, maybe, and being like nice about it. It's just, I'm just walking around in circles. I'm not really doing anything. I need to get some stuff to start packing, because the wife has finished work. She's just nipped to Tesco to go and do the food shop. My little one is still at nursery. Fingers crossed she actually sleeps tonight, because last night was not pleasant. And while I have the house to myself, I want to pack everything and start editing the videos from last week, because so far I've done none of them. $2.99 for Zumba Fitness on the Wii. I think this also works on the Wii U, so it still holds a tinsy-wincy bit of value. Other than that, on its own, it's not worth a great deal. Part of the box of 30 quid's worth that I bought now about a month ago. From the same box, £3.49 for Dragon's Dogma on the Xbox 360. I do love it when you haven't quite put things away properly, but something sold and it's just there. It is a flying Hanuman. It's off to ends in RU on the GSP. Any ideas what that is? But it's a small, sort of for £11.99, free delivery. I think I picked up for a few quid, thinking it might be worth something, but in reality it wasn't. My bad. That was £11.99 plus delivery. I'm rich. From the big box PC games, we've sold Baldur's Gate 2. Now, the first game that I sold, there was some sort of an eBay error where it marked it as paid, but the money hadn't come through, therefore I couldn't mark it as dispatched. So the guy messaged me saying, why haven't you dispatched it yet? And I said, well, you've not paid for it. So I've got no idea what happened, but either way, it was cancelled. I've told him, don't worry, you'll get your money back, blah, 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 blah. He's not bought it again yet, so I've got no idea what's happened, but there's obviously an error somewhere in the eBay sphere. But we have sold Baldur's Gate 2. We've got some money back. This pays for, now it should hopefully pay for most of it. $24.99, I think, or $22.99 all in. So after fees and postage, we're good 90% of the way there. But yeah, love a big box PC game. I knew it wouldn't last long. $52.99. I took an offer, had it on for $55, I think. So it wasn't a lot off, and received an offer. I thought, yeah, it owes me £7. It gets rid of it straight away. The only thing is, it might be slightly too big as a Royal Mail small parcel. James made a boo-boo. No busy bees with Winnie the Pooh, but Winnie the Pooh knows just what to do. Come along, Piglet, come along, Roo. It's time for tea and some honey too. The end. So it is currently Monday evening. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely evening. I didn't know how bad I don't use Twitter very often. I didn't know how bad the abuse was that some of the England players received. My God. I saw what was shown on Facebook, like the Leicester Square and that sort of thing, and some idiot on his hands being propped up with a firework up his backside. But I didn't see that side of things. I saw the Gary Neville interview with Sky Sports, which I think was absolutely fantastic. Really, really did. So I would just like to sort of put it out there, if there's anyone agrees with the vile abuse that the England team have been put under since the final loss, and the racial abuse, feel free to remove yourselves from this channel right now. That's it. I'm going to bed. It's a Tuesday. Just the 5 going out. And yes, I've not long woken up. So last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, a big box PC game, which I spoke about earlier, it sold, but the payment didn't come through on my end so that I couldn't dispatch it. Today he's opened up a payment dispute where it was an unauthorised payment or something. So that's a few quid that's on hold, which isn't the end of the world. It's just annoying more than anything else. So it's just, as soon as I close one thing down, another thing opens up. I'm going to have some weird bits. It is Tuesday. It is also 7 minutes past 1. I've not done one charity shop today, which is really annoying me. All I've done is drive since about 8 o'clock this morning. So I'm happy to have a Kit Kat, but I've driven and worked. So meal deal, we have chicken tikka onion bhaji wrap thing from Tesco's, pickled onion monster munch, a white lion bar, and a mocha in a completely metal can by Jimmy. I presume that's Jimmy as in Jimmy and what's his face? Jamie, that's it. Yeah, I've bought nothing all day. I'm going to stick a podcast on, chill out for 10 minutes and have my lunch. So, bath time was mostly a success until, if anyone's eating, you may want to stop now. In fact, I'm maybe going to mention it because you probably know what I'm going to say or would have said without even saying it. Got a nice gift whilst in the bath. Thankfully, I wasn't in there with her. But yeah, nice little present. So bath time isn't going particularly well at the moment. She's currently out, and I've watched the best I can, but I can't really put her down and get the deposit back and clean. So at the moment she's in her cot like 80% dry while I'm doing milk, because she's still having milk of an evening, and maybe if she wakes up like 3 in the morning she'll have another glass of warm milk. I say glass, she's not having glasses. I'm gonna have to go back upstairs and check on her. That was not fun, and I blame my wife entirely. This is a new game. You done? No, you're going to carry on. Forgive me for being quiet, but it is currently Tuesday about 9:15. I've literally just got to let them down. But a brand new and sealed copy of the Sega Mega Drive collection on the Xbox 360 sold for $49.99 plus £3.20 delivery. I'll make sure it goes as a small parcel and it'll be signed for anyway. But yeah, that was a cracking little sale. So it's Wednesday. I've got 2 parcels to do. That is it. I had another item sale last night and I just couldn't be bothered. However, I'm going to a wedding tomorrow, so I need to package it up tonight. It's a bit of a pain in the bum. I'm so sorry. It's a bit of a pain in the bum. It's a brand new and sealed toy, but it's 50 quid, so I probably should package it up sooner rather than later and just get rid of it. But Thursday, we've got to be leaving the house by, maybe 12, so that's not that bad. And then Friday, planning on being hungover most of the day. So my parents are having my daughter Thursday, which they do normally, but they're having her overnight and then dropping her off at nursery on Friday before 8:30 with a password. So fingers crossed, we can feel sorry for ourselves in bed. So as of July 19th, it will no longer be a legal requirement to wear a mask in the UK. However, I will continue to wear one. I've only had 1 dose so far. My second dose isn't until the 20th of July. It was going to be later than that, but I managed to find one a lot sooner. I was very, very lucky. And you're not fully vaccinated, or you're not deemed as fully vaccinated until 2 weeks after your second dose. So at the very least, I will be wearing a mask 2 weeks after my second dose. So if you see me in videos where I'm recording in charity shops and out at car boots and I'm still wearing a mask, bear in mind I've been wearing a mask outside at a car boot for freaking ages, that's why. I will continue to wear it until 2 weeks after my second dose. I might wear it for longer. It just depends on what the numbers are doing at the time. Wearing a mask doesn't bother me in the slightest. The inconvenience is minor, apart from the heavy breathing that you guys see on videos, which comes as part of it, I suppose. But for the time being, I'm more than happy just to wear a mask. And I'm hoping that as a country, we might adopt this mask wearing when you're just feeling a little bit sniffly, like they do in a lot of the Asian countries. If you're feeling a little bit under the weather, you wear a mask and just reduce the risk of transferring your horrible common cold, which is never nice to get, from being passed on to someone else. So hopefully that's something that I would personally like to see, as I think that could make a huge difference come feeling a little bit groggy in the wintertime. But that's just my 2 cents. So that's just what I'm doing. So if you do see me out and about after July 19th, still wearing a mask, it's either not quite been 2 weeks since my second dose of the vaccine, there's big numbers going on, which I'm not particularly fond of, or I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. It is Wednesday. Meal deal is duck, flame grilled steak McCoy's, peach iced tea, and a cookie dough Kit Kat. So went to a charity shop today, got a few bits, spent about £12, and there were some nice 1999 toys, I think it was. They look very familiar, but I can't quite remember them properly. So I'm going to have to do some proper looking into it and see what... Somewhere along the line, I do slightly remember it, but at least I bought something. I've got a little bit of footage. It's probably absolute dog rubbish, but we'll see what happens. I've done 5 jobs so far today, and it's not even midday yet, but I'm starving, so I'm having my lunch. Sticking on, I don't know, probably a podcast. Here's the toy in question, $49.99. It's from Darkness. I don't know what Darkness is, so don't hate me. I've got no idea who it is, but he's a man with massive claw-like hands, and that's on the back. Do not recognise this whatsoever, and it is from... I don't know. I can't see a date. There must be a date. Oh, 2001. There it is. 2001. What does it owe me? Can anyone remember? So there's me doing my normal 9 to 5 paperwork, and I get an email. I had a return request for some Marvel cards. Basically, the guy ordered some cards worth £60. I sent out cards worth £100. So it's went via the GSP to Canada, so there would be import fees and things like that. So he did say he wanted both sets of cards. So I said, that's fine, pay the difference and we'll sort something out. So they basically pay me for what you owe. And then he thought I was trying to scam him. He opened up a return request and I asked for his address so that I could then provide him with a label to then ship the cards back. Then he closed the request because I think he's cottoned on that he's saved himself quite a few Canadian dollars. So I've now emailed eBay for business, which, to be fair, so far I've dealt with them a few times and they're absolutely fantastic. Basically, this is the message that I've sent, and I'll keep you updated as we go. However, today is currently Wednesday, and I'm going to a wedding on Thursday, due to be very hungover on Friday. Hi there, looking for some assistance. I sent the wrong item via the GSP. Ordered item value $59.99, actual item value sent $99.99, put in the order number. Understandably, a case was opened and then put the request number. Upon me asking for the address for a label to be sent over to the buyer has now closed the case, essentially stealing the higher valued cards. Then ordered item, and I put a hyperlink to the item number, to the item on eBay. Sent item, the exact same thing. So he can see absolutely everything, or they can see everything without having to do too much work.
how can we proceed so that I can either get my cards back or pay the difference for the two? And then all of my business details, which you have to sign off on before they even contemplate helping you. So we'll see what happens. It is 4:25 on Wednesday. I'll keep you updated as and when I can. So it's going to be interesting. He messaged me saying, "Don't worry, I'm going to cancel the order." Yeah, I'm going to get you, you little so-and-so. Excuse the appearance. It was just bath time and I come off second best, I think. So there is, as the time of recording this, tomorrow there is a Mario X tag watch drop. There's only going to be 2,000 of them made, and there's only going to be 2,000 of them. Sorry, 2,000 pounds or dollars price tag, and only 2,000 made. Well, I've got a jug out. I can't multitask to save my life. So I am going to try. Then I'm not going to scalp 100% because it's a collector's item. I'm going to do my best to get hold of one and then pass it on. So I know that scalping is a big thing at the moment, and to us it's only going to get worse. The only way you can defeat it is by not paying the scalpers prices. So I think I would know several people who would be after one as a collector's piece. So I'm going to try. If I get accepted and say, "Oh yeah, we've reserved one for you," there's a few people that I'll message saying, "Look, I've got one, just throw us a drink on top." I'm not really that bothered, but I'm in the early access queue, and I'm actually in a queue, or will be in a queue, for an NBA Top Shots pack, which is like $75, which is probably most of what I've got left in my DAP account. Which what I'm going to do, to be honest, is just sell up, just get rid of what it is. But I've not had a rare pack before, which is why I'm quite intrigued to actually get one. Because generally speaking, the content is always going to be worth... Oh, that's a pain when that's all up there. The content is always going to be worth more than the pack itself. I'm going to actually check my DAPA to see what's in there. I may have sold a few more items, I don't know. So... what am I doing? I'm not thinking straight. I cannot multitask. But I'm off to a wedding tomorrow and I cannot bloody wait. So it is currently Thursday morning. Obviously going to a wedding shortly. The data cable on the printer has gone skew-if, so I've had to order one of those. That will be delivered today. However, it might be a little bit when we're not in. And you know, the update I gave you a few moments ago regarding the wrong item being sent out to America, I've received neutral feedback. Seller sent wrong item, unclear communication regarding return process, did not get item I ordered. I've spoken to eBay about wanting to get my item back, and they've said basically they can't do anything because they can only get funds for the original item sent. So I've sent a message to the buyer saying, I kind of want my item back. This is essentially theft because it is. So he's a bit of an arse, shall we say. I did actually contact him, ask him his address to get a shipping label sent out, and it's just so frustrating. Sales the past 7 days, if I go to that quickly, sales for the last 7 days is £636.78. No sales today. Our 31-day total is just over 2k, which is all right. I'm going to try and get this neutral feedback removed because that is doing my head in. Everything is positive bar that one idiot. So I will... That's actually really annoyed me. I kind of wish I never logged onto the computer now. But all I wanted to do was actually get rid of all of the images and the videos that's on this. So as I say, I've got a free phone for tonight. So yeah, £2,000 for the last 31 days, £636 for the last 7 days. Cannot wait to let my hair down. I feel sorry for my old man who's doing childcare. tonight. So last night was the wedding. COVID wedding's weird. So we were in our tables, which is normal groups of 6. But you weren't really allowed to get up and move. If you did, you have to wear a mask, which is understandable. My camera's a bit dirty. Which was fine. Then it came to dancing, and it was only allowed to be background music, like music. Dancing was not encouraged, and it wasn't particularly loud. I think at one stage there was 4 people on a dance floor, which was just strange, very, very strange. Obviously, drinks had to be ordered to the table, but there was outside tables, so if you were outside mingling, because you could have larger groups talking, it was very, very bizarre. It was a good night. Thankfully, I didn't spend too much money. Amazingly, it was under triple figures. Dead Rising 2, $3.99, including free delivery. Avatar on the Xbox 360, $3.49, including free delivery. Finishing off the trio of games from the £30 boxes 3 or 4 weeks ago. Dance on Broadway, $2.99, free delivery. Civilization 2 big box PC, $19.99, including free delivery. It is very minty fresh. It's absolutely gorgeous, but yeah, Civ was never my thing. Oh, by the way, this puts us well into profit now because the whole bundle only cost us 20 quid. So nice. And this tiny tuned summoned skull figure sold for $17.99 plus shipping, and it's going to Australia via the GSP. I think it owes me between 10 and 50 pence. So it is Friday afternoon / evening, and I'm about to make 330 quid go live on the eBay. Various, some include postage, some don't. The reason why I'm doing this bit now, I'm sort of rounding the week off. I'm obviously at the zoo tomorrow. It's supposed to be quite a warm day, and Sunday is supposed to be like 29 degrees. So the chances are it's just going to be easier to do it all now, to be honest, and just get everything over and done with. As a whole, the last 7 days have been quite low, £327.77. But Friday last week was fantastic. That was a £450 day, £450 and 54 pence. Obviously, a huge chunk of that was the Gucci watch, but nice to get a fair bit of money back into the Monzo account. But I've packaged up again all but one. I'm still looking for that stupid Scooby-Doo game, and I've looked at all of my Wii games, which I have all together, and it's not there, which is really, really annoying me. But yeah, it is what it is. No doubt I'll find it. If not, I'm sure I'll sort something out. But that is it from me. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Au revoir.